A bit rough. Bruh. Look, where's my charger now, bruh? All right, what's up, y'all? What's up? Yo, Chris, I haven't drove my Z in literally 2 months. I can't find my car keys, and I don't want to buy none. It's just like $250, and I don't want to buy any new ones. So my shit is literally just sitting there collecting dust. Royo, stop unplugging my charger. Bigger than that. What I want to talk about today is the movie Black Panther. Now, keep in mind, I still haven't seen the movie Black Panther. Yo, what's good, bro? Keep in mind, I haven't seen the movie Black Panther, so it's a lot of things that I can't talk about. But what I do want to speak on is what's happening since this movie has come out. That's something that I want to speak on. I want to speak on the outcome of movies and what movies do to us as a whole. Now, over the many years, I've noticed that I was never a fan of black movies, right? I was never a fan of black movies. I really didn't like black movies. I just thought they were all cliche. Every black movie prior to this one, right? Every black movie prior to this one shows black people in fucked up scenarios. Soul Food, fucked up scenario. The Brothers, fucked up scenario. Boys in the Hood, fucked up scenario. Juice, fucked up the scenario. Menace to Society, fucked up scenario. Like every single movie. Medea, fucked up scenario. Every Menace to Society, the list goes on of black movies, right? The list goes on. We're talking about major mainstream black movies. The list goes. The last black movie that we had to really look up to was Meteor Man. Well, first it was Bruce Leroy, then it was Meteor Man. But them shit still had black problems, soul food problems, right? It always shows black people in a very fucked up way. Now what we gotta understand is our eyes are like mouths, right? All of our eyes are like mouths, right? Amistad, roots, all this shit. All of our eyes are like mouths. So when you see stuff, you gotta understand the frequencies, the pitch, the binary code, the music, the creation, the sound, the creation of the color correction. You gotta understand all of this shit, right? Our minds pick these things up and then continuously create these realities. Right? Our minds pick things. They pick them up. They look. They create these realities. For example, you notice when Bad Girls Club was completely like Bad Girls Club. Let's really think about it. Notice when Bad Girls Club was on TV, like that shit had our female species fucked up as a whole, right? Remember when Bad Girls Club was like popping, our female species almost took a loss. Like I'm talking about extreme loss. Like it was bad for girls in the world. Like every girl was acting like that. All the girls, it was wild. Like, right? So I seen the effect that Bad Girls Club played on our female species as a whole. Um, Now the craziest part about it is, like I said, you understand what's been pumped into the world and what's been pumped into our eyes, and now we wonder why we act the way we act, right? We had a superhero movie. What's good, Tay? Yo, Tay, cause we gotta put something together, my nigga. We gotta put something together. We gotta put something together. We long overdue, like long overdue. But look, so yo, Melly, hit me, dog. I gotta pull up on you today too. But look, so when you think about it, right? Movies, music is all MK Ultra, all of it. But look, when you look at it today, you look at times like today, we had a superhero movie. We had Spawn, right? We had Spawn, but what Spawn showed us? Spawn was a bad guy, hitman, killer. He joined the devil. Even though he tried to do something good, he joined the devil. So people still look at Spawn as a bad guy, right? We had Hancock. Hancock could have been the strongest nigga in the world, right? Strongest nigga in the world, but he chose to be an alcoholic and sit on the bench and drink 40s and shit. And then on top of that, when he did get strong, he need the white bitch help, right? We had Blade, but they ain't even pump Blade as a superhero. They pump Blade as a vampire movie. They ain't pump Blade as a superhero. They pump Blade as a vampire movie. But y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand Blade. Y'all don't get Blade. Dog, I gotta understand, man. Blade is serious. That movie real, dog. You gotta understand. Once you understand the Merovingian, once you understand the secret niggas that own the Red Cross, once you understand the blood banks, once you understand the deep web, once you understand all that shit, dog, Blade mean a lot. You gotta go. Like, all right, look. As a man that has grown from a nigga in Watts to a nigga that understands the world, you must really, like, once you grow mentally and consciously, you must go back and watch these movies over, and you will see a whole nother perspective once you go watch these movies over, right? When you start to watch some of these movies back as uh back with a conscious perspective, like for example, this morning, this morning I went and watched The Wizard of Oz, the older Wizard of Oz with Michael Jackson and all them, right? I was listening to the Michael Jackson song that Michael Jackson was performing when he was on the Scarecrow shit. He had a song saying, "We'll never make it out of this game. Never. It is no way to get out of this game. They control everything." Pretty much the same thing Prince said when Prince was like, in order for us to win, we got to create our own game. Imagine what the world would be like if we made our own game. Michael Jackson had a song saying, "You'll never get out of the game. Never. You'll never make it out. It's not possible. They control everything. Right? The wizards, Hollywood. The Wizards, Hollywood, Holly Tree, Magical Wand, The Wizards, Entertainment. Right? So when you was a kid, you just think Michael Jackson singing on the cross, on the scarecrow. You just thought Michael Jackson, yo, you can never make it, right? But when you grow up and you really listen to these things, it's like, yo, these people was trying to tell us, right? So it's multiple messages inside of these scenarios. There's a lot of messages inside of all these movies. For example, Hancock, like when you start to understand metaphors, you start to understand allegory, you start to understand double entendres, you start to understand semiotics. Once you start to understand these things, you start to realize that a lot of the scripts in movies are all pumping the same thing. You just have to decode it from a different perspective. So, Hancock, Hancock, from a semiotic standpoint, Hancock showed you, dear black people, if you niggas actually really sat there and thought about what y'all were, then y'all niggas would be the strongest motherfuckers in the world. If y'all actually just sat there and was like, yo, you thought about what the fuck was going on, you'd be the strongest motherfuckers ever. But yet, y'all want to drink. Yet, y'all want to hang out. Yo, look, when I go downtown and I sell my dope, because I do sell dope on the low. Nigga, I ain't a super famous rapper. Nigga, I'm a hustler. Nigga, I got to get my chicken. Fuck you niggas talking about. So when I go downtown and I sell my dope, I be just sitting there looking at all the crackheads like, damn, just imagine if they wasn't smoking crack. Yo, they'd be like gods. But then there's a setup because the crack also make them gods. Yo, last night it was like 20 degrees, man. Niggas was outside dancing. No jacket on, nothing. So I thought about, I'm like, it's two ways to this story, right? Niggas outside, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like 20 degrees outside. Niggas had no jackets on, nothing. Niggas, hey, this my shit. Hey, hey. I'm like, damn. So like they strong, right? No, they crackhead. No, crackhead is really strong. You don't understand the type of God-like abilities some crackheads got. They got God abilities, right? I told y'all, we just seen the crackhead carry a refrigerator on his back on a bike. Nigga got on a bike with the refrigerator on his back and rolled the refrigerator up the street. How is that humanly possible? I seen the crackhead fall off a 3-story building onto a car and got back up and walked off like nothing happened. So my thing is this, right? When I see shit like that, all I think about is Hancock. I'm like, yo, these niggas out here gods. They just don't know that they're gods, right? They don't know. The gods, but they don't know, right? So when you look at the movie Hancock, right, and you go, dang, just imagine if black people got themselves right, they'd be on some other shit, right? So then when you take the Hancock reference, right, you take the whole Hancock and sum it up in a nutshell, and then you take that back to the conversation of the movie Get Out that the brother had at the table. The brother told the black nigga, just imagine if y'all trained. You play any sports? Oh, you play basketball? Just imagine if you actually trained a little bit. Just imagine. Just imagine if you actually knew what the fuck you were and you trained a tad bit. You'd be a fucking god. Right? But see, now there's reason. There's a reason we are beat. And a lot of people don't understand. There is a reason we are beat. Now, I'm going to say this numerous times. There is a reason we are beat. 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 Do I have to say this again, or do you niggas get it? There is a reason we are beat. There is a reason we are beat. No, you fucking dumb idiots. Reasons is a beat making machine. It's one of the first and one of the biggest beat making programs, titled Reason. The beat making machine was created for a reason. People started making beats. The beat making machine has frequencies that is designed to lower our frequency. It's called reasons for a reason. The reason it is designed is to distract us and beat us. Now that you understand that, everything and all the sounds imported into reasons are electronic. They are not physical sounds. They're not played naturally. Right? All processed sounds are GMO. All beats are now GMO beat. Right? They're not organically played instruments, right? When you play an instrument, you ever heard a show played with a live band versus a show played with regular music? It is completely different. You go to a show that has a live band, you won't really you don't really like regular shows no more. Right? There is a different metronome click when you hear a show played with a live band. There is a completely different feeling. Right? So the reasons beat us. Right? On top of the beats, the creation of staying in metronome, click, staying in 1, 2, 3, 4 bar setup, 1, 2, 3, 4 corner, 4 corners, box. People rapped about the corners, people stuck in a box. Not only was people stuck in a box, all people wanted to do was slap box. Then they created boxing, which also got us boxed in. On top of no one want to be square, but everybody wants to hang on a block. On top of when niggas hang on the block, they end up in the box. Wishing they should have boxed to get out of the box, but end up putting more people in the box. Then they played music videos on a network cable TV channel called The Box, which also had us in a box. But yet everybody on TV said that they didn't want to be square. But yet they stayed on the box. And also, they killed us with something that was called a cable box. And on top of that, the TV screen is also a box. Then they sold us boxes of shoes. Then when you move into a house, you put your items in boxes to pack them up. Then on top of that, black niggas was wearing boxers. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, dog. I can go all day with this. All day. All day. See, I don't really like talking like that to y'all because sometimes I go crazy. I get into this Albert Einstein thing, and before you know, I'll be in an infinity loop. But the craziest part about all of this is the same niggas that don't want to be square is always telling niggas to square up. It's crazy, right? On top of that, they sold us Xbox. But the moral of this, hey, look, dog. Yo. Listen to me, my G. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, my G. My G Kermit me. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. I want you to really understand this. Whether I follow you back or not is not going to determine nothing in this fictitious world. Most of the people who really have very good friendships do not even follow each other. This fake ass social media shit don't mean nothing. I'm not gonna follow you so you can screenshot it and post it. Hey, Daylyt, follow me, my favorite person. I don't want to follow you, dog. For what? My timeline is filled with things that I want to see, right? Hit me in the DM and tell me what you're about, what you got going on, what you're about, right? What you're about, what you got going on. See, a timeline is designed for a reason, right? You follow the specific people so you can see what you want to see. And these things that you see down your timeline will alter the way you perceive your day. So I keep specific things on my timeline so I can continuously think about what I want to look at, right? So I follow all of this other shit so I can look at certain things that I want to see that uplift me as a purpose. I mean, as a person. And then when I see shit that shouldn't be on my timeline, I automatically block them. My nigga, send me a DM right now. Tell me what you about, what you got going, what you here for, what you stand for. I'm going to look at your page and determine what type of shit you post. And if I want to even see this type of shit on my timeline, and if it's worth it, then I'll follow you back. And I'll actually keep in contact with you. Dog, I invite random niggas off the street to my house. I'm different. If I fucks with you, I fucks with you. I can feel energy. I read energy, my nigga. I see through all of this internet shit. But bigger than that, we're going back to the square shit. Instagram itself, you have to post your pictures in square fit. Instagram is a wall of squares. But bigger than that, we offer that square shit. Um, the distraction side of it, right? No, I just had to let you know, dog, because I get tired of this. Hey, follow me back, because we're friends. No, nigga, we ain't friends. I don't know you. You feel me? Follow me back, bruh. Oh my God, he followed me. He knows me. No, nigga. The nigga don't know you. Then you get so caught up in this following shit, then you see a nigga in person and nigga call it security on you. You be like, but bruh, you follow me. Nigga, I don't know you. We are not friends. Nigga, swear to God, because you follow them, y'all friends. We gotta stop letting this fake ass, right? We gotta stop letting this fake ass Twitter followers and friendships and Facebook friends. We gotta stop letting this shit make us think that we are all really friends. We not. I got 5,000 some friends on my Facebook. I don't know who half of them niggas is. I got 5,000 some friends on my shit max on my random Facebook. I mean my personal Facebook. It's maxed out, right? I can't add no more people. I don't know who 4,000 of these people are. Right? But bigger than that, right? So when you think about this, we're going back to the movie Hancock, right? We're going back to the movie Hancock. The simple fact. No, I got you, G. Just send me a GM, dog. I mean, send me a GM, send me a DM. But the fact that we're going back to Hancock, right? We're going back to Hancock. We're going back to the simple fact that Hancock, all the movie was telling black people in general, if y'all stop drinking, y'all could become very strong, dog. Like if y'all stop getting fucked up, y'all could actually become gods, right? Now I thought about this. I said, what is one of the most leading things that's promoted in the black community? Alcohol. There's a liquor store on every fucking corner, two liquor stores a corner in every hood. Alcohol. I live in Orange County. I live in Irvine. There is no liquor store in Irvine at all. There's no liquor store in Laguna Niguel. There is none. There is none. You got to go to Ralph's or something. You got to go to something else. There's no store that literally says liquor on the top. Hey, everybody, come get liquor right here. Now, when you understand what alcohol is, you understand what it's made out of, what it's designed, what it is, you go, damn, like it's poison. It's really poison. It's like poison. Like people are in love with poison, right? Now, when you look at it from the perspective, right? You go, all of the celebrities, all of the mainstream celebrities have their own what? Their own version of alcohol. Ciroc, effing vodka. The list goes on, right? Right? Pastor Cavassier. Pastor Cavassier. It's all, look, the gin itself is our genocide, right? So when you think about this, when you're a baby, right? I said this in the song. When you are a baby, you are in the crib and you ask for a bottle. Then you get older and you ask to be pampered and you buy a crib and you ask for bottles, which shows that we're still baby minded. Right? Right? Even Nas dumbass promoting him. Nas, idiot, dog. Come on, dog. I think they clone Nas. Like, I don't even think Nas real. I came to the final conclusion. I think Nas been got killed long time ago. Like after he dropped that joint with Damian Marley, I think that was the last time Nas was alive. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that was the last time, right? Have y'all listened to this Nas and Damian Marley album? Have y'all listened to that? See, Nas went deep in a lot of his music, but that album, some other shit. Like that was like really, really like that was Nas saying, you know what, I'm gonna unleash how I really feel, right? And after that album, who wrote the Bible? Who wrote the Bible? The Bible. Like, look, dog, you got to understand what he tried to do for the world, right? Right? That album wasn't the truth. That shit was like really some other shit that he tried to give to the world, right? After that, Nas went quiet. Nas ain't say shit. Nas signed to Jay-Z. After he signed to Jay-Z, you ain't hear shit from him. Then, before you know it, nigga just doing all type of commercials that designed to destroy us, promoting all type of shit designed to destroy us. Then with all these conscious niggas in the world, you got nigga Joey Badass, nigga, you got nigga Dime a Dozen, you got all these conscious niggas in the world. All these niggas trying to press the right image to the world. You know how many rappers in the world? You got Absol, you got all these rappers in the world that's trying to press the right image, nigga. And you sign a nigga that's pushing something that's killing us. Not saying that Dave East is not a dope MC. Not saying that I don't like Dave East, because I'm from the hood and I actually like Dave East music because I'm still a lost nigga on one side of the spectrum. Yeah, I'm conscious, but I still like lost nigga shit. I can't help it. It's programmed in me for the hood. But damn, Nas, you could have signed Ab Soul. You could have signed Joey Badass. You could have signed J. Cole. Nigga, you could have signed somebody, nigga, that was trying to help. Lupe, nigga, somebody. Nigga, you conscious as motherfucker, nigga. You putting all your money behind the nigga game banking. Dog, what's going on with this world? So, I realized this. Right? I realized this. What's going on is everybody that try to wake us up, right? You could have signed Mos Def, Black Star, Talib, or Black Thought. You could have been. There's so many niggas you could have put in David Banner. There's so many niggas you could have put in this motherfucking. There's so many niggas you could have put. If Nas, look, Nas, what Nas should have did is started an entire conscious label, right? He should have started a conscious label. Like, this label is dedicated to those who want to understand this shit. So on, you know how they got good music, you feel me? They got nigga Kanye, Wale, and all them niggas. You know how they got Rockefeller, they got these niggas. You know how they got nigga G Unit, they got these niggas. Nas should have started a group that was based on conscious niggas, like nigga Infinity Records, nigga, or Possibility Records, nigga. On Possibility Records, nigga, is Ab-Soul, nigga David Banner, nigga Nas, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Black Thought, Immortal Technique, Joey Badass. Like, nigga, do you understand Lauryn Hill? Do you understand if they threw a concert, right? If they threw a concert, if they actually threw, if there was a tour, and on the tour, it was Joey Badass, Ab-Soul, David Banner, nigga Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Killer Mike, nigga, and the list goes on. Ab-Soul, like, do you understand? Nas, Lupe, Hobson, right? Do you understand what type of shift, right? What type of shift this would do for the world? It would shift the spectrum of music. It would shift the spectrum. It would create a division, right? It would create a mega division. And what would happen is all the people that want to grow would go left. All the stupid people would go right. And we will really see what it is in our community. Because right now, everything's scattered. It's like noise, like white noise. Everything's white noise. We can't see who's who. So if that happened, it would create division. We would understand who's who, what's what, right? But I already know there would be a mass shooting at the show. They would send infiltrates to destroy the show. The same thing they always do when black people try to start something very serious and positive for our people. They will infiltrate, they'll shoot the show. They'll probably have issues, mic issues. Somebody tour bus, will probably catch on fire. Somebody motherfucking airplane will probably carry. Something will happen devastating, right? 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 But when you really sit there and you think about this shit, right? You have to understand, at one point in Nas' career, he was really trying. And then something happened. Something really happened with Nas. And I've been watching. I watch close. I watch all of the shit close. Something happened. And if he didn't get cloned, somebody came and told him something. Somebody came and told him, you keep on, and I'm going to fuck your shit up. I'm going to fuck you all the way up. Keep on. Keep on trying to talk this real. I'm gonna fuck your ass. You better shut the fuck up, and you better go sign one of these stupid ass niggas from the street and promote this ignorant shit. Because if you don't, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. Somebody came and told him that. Either that or they cloned him. It's either or. Right? Hmm? But Nas has a power, dog. Do you know I am only conscious in who I am because of Nas? Do you all know that? Do y'all know that Nas woke me up? Nas. Nas. Nas made me think about different perspectives in life. Nas. Nas. Like I was already semi woke, but like I was teetering between the hood and studying and shit like that. But Nas, dog, Nas really, really, really like he changed the way I seen things, right? And I'm gonna tell you what song clicked for me, right? Because I had to backtrack on Nas. You got to think I grew up in Watts. I wasn't listening to none of that shit. Nobody wanted to hear that shit, Sharif. So I'm gonna tell you what song, what song made me see the world different. It was one mic. One mic. No, it was one mic. When I heard one mic, I seen something that the rest of the world didn't see, right? I seen Nas say this, like y'all heard a regular song, y'all seen a bunch of African rebel niggas throwing rocks and shit. What I seen, what I seen when I seen Nas one mic video, I was like, Nas is telling us to go to war with the system. He's telling us, fuck that. Shoot back. Don't just let them shoot our innocent kids. Don't just let them manhandle us. Shoot back. Shoot. Don't protest. Don't march. Don't do none of that. Shoot back. Right? Shoot the dog shit out of these niggas back. Let's go to war, dog. And then from then, I backtracked. The very next album that I backtracked was I Am. I listened to Nas I Am. Right? I listened to Nas I Am. And after I listened to Nas I Am, I was like, oh shit. Shit. Then I heard all the tracks from Nas I Am, like, you feel me? I want to talk to the mayor, the governor, the motherfucking president. I want to talk to the FBI, the CIA, and the motherfucking congressman. Dog, I was like, I was listening to this Nas I Am album, and my mind was like, it was like I was getting deprogrammed, right? Right? I was getting deprogrammed, right? Like, oh, oh, right? Now AZ is my nigga too, and I was glitching. It was almost like all the programs of the hood that was just locked in my body, Nas helped break them. Right? Shouts out to AZ. Nas helped break them, right? And then I backtracked to Tupac. Then I backtracked to Michael Jackson. I started listening to all Michael Jackson shit over. But Nas was the first person that made me see messages in music, right? You got some people that just listen to music and that was a dope song, but you got some people that actually listen to music, like break it. Don't just listen to music and bop your head like it's a dope song. You got some people that actually listen to music. Nas made me listen to music, right? He made me listen to music, but not only from a listening standpoint, from a semiotic standpoint, from a metaphorical standpoint, from allegory standpoint. He made me look at things and see visually, like understand the visual aspect of the punchline. I started to see that with Nas, right? And then from then, I started to backtrack music. I started to listen to certain songs. I started to understand the messages in some songs. Like, for example, after Nas, right? After I heard Nas I Am, I went back to Michael Jackson's Remember the Time video. You got to think. I'm like, yo, Nas put himself as the pyramid face on his album cover. So this got to mean something with Michael Jackson, Remember the Times. So maybe they all connected. So let me go back to Remember the Times and see if I could catch some messages inside of that shit, right? So I went back to Remember the Time. And back when I was young, I just remember the time. You had enough to remember the time. Right? Back when I was younger, I just danced to the song. I wasn't even thinking about I'm like, this nigga in the pyramids and shit. This song fire. I wasn't even thinking. But when I went back to the video after listening to Nas I Am, then I went back to Mike Remember the Time. Now I'm not only listening to the song, I'm not even bopping my head. I'm thinking about the signs in the video. I'm looking at the signals in the video. I'm looking at the faces in the video. I'm looking at what's happening in the video. And I'm like, holy shit, Mike is trying to tell us. Mike is trying to tell us, dog. Mike is trying to tell us. No, fuck Remember the Time. Do you remember when we was them niggas? Do you remember when we was them? Right? Do you remember the time when we was kings and queens? When we was Wakanda, nigga? And then from then I started to listen to Pac I went from Nas to Michael Jackson to Pac. Right? That's my musical backtrack. From Nas to Michael Jackson to Pac. I was on other shit when I was coming up. I ain't want to hear. You got to understand. The movie Boys in the Hood, the movie Menace to Society damaged everyone from the hood forever. It damaged us. You're not understanding. If you were anybody, you got to understand. Menace to Society is a movie that is filmed in my hood. This is what y'all not understand. Kane and O-Dog is from Grape Street Crib. This movie was filmed in the Jordan Down projects. This is what y'all not understanding. Y'all just watch Menace to Society. The shit is literally filmed in my neighborhood, dog. Kane is from Grape. I got uncles and aunties in that movie. So what I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is, in Menace to Society, right? We watch that movie like, yeah, this is our shit. Nigga, look at the homie, O-Dog, look at this shit, right? But one of the greatest phrases in that movie that literally fucked the entire hood up forever. There's one phrase in that movie, and the phrase is, nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. That one catchphrase destroyed millions of people. Millions. That one catchphrase destroyed our entire neighborhood. Because every time somebody came and tried to wake us up, that shit was literally playing in our head on repeat. Nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. Man, nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. Man, nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. Man, nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. Every time a OG or anyone that was from any form of knowledge came in our hood and tried to wake us up, that was all we could say. Man, nobody want to hear that shit, weird ass nigga. Nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. Nobody want to hear that shit, Sharif. Sharif ass nigga, this nigga Sharif. Sharif, oh, here comes Sharif again. We out of here. Right? That one phrase stopped millions of niggas from learning anything. That shit stopped. That shit stopped niggas from even thinking. That catchphrase stopped niggas from learning anything. Right? So the simple fact, right? The simple fact is understanding that these movies was placed in our hood, these movies was placed in our neighborhood visually to destroy us. So as I grew up, you know, like I said, when I heard Nas and I backtracked to Michael Jackson, then I backtracked to Tupac, right? And you know, when I backtracked to Tupac, like Tupac, I'm gonna tell you what was my favorite Tupac song when I first got on to Tupac, right? My first Tupac song that I ever listened to that I really loved. Because prior to that, I didn't want to hear Tupac. But my first Tupac song that I listened to that I actually really loved, that I was addicted to the song, was Tupac, You Gotta Keep Your Head Up. Because I used to be depressed. Like, I used to always keep my head down based on all the shit I knew, based on all the shit I seen, based on all the shit I was going through, based on finally becoming conscious, understanding the setup. Like, because one thing about consciousness is consciousness creates depression, right? Consciousness creates depression. Most conscious niggas are completely depressed because we understand that there is no hope. It's really over. For millions and billions of people, it's over. And we can't save them. Even though we want to with all our heart, we cannot save them. So becoming fully aware, fully conscious of the scenario will create a large form of depression. Extreme. Like, I'm depressed as a motherfucker. I just know how to deal with it. Right? So when you see me get naked on stage and shit, nigga, that's how I deal with my depression. I'd be like, you know what? It's over for this fucking world, nigga. I'm about to pull my pants down and show my weenie. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's over for all of y'all. All y'all niggas calling me crazy? No, y'all niggas crazy. It's over for y'all. So I'm just gonna get naked and fix my depression. You know, some people get depressed, go on shooting sprees. Some people get depressed and drink alcohol. Some people get depressed and drink cigarettes or smoke cigarettes or weed or marijuana, crack. When I get depressed, to fix my vice of depression is naked, nigga. I get naked in a heartbeat. Nigga, I'd be happy than a motherfucker. That's how I fix my depression. But my more of this is to say, right? My more of this is to say, I was in a state where I used to keep my head down, right? I used to always keep my head down. I used to always look, because when you think, right? Most people who think about a lot look down, right? No, think about it. Most people who actually think about a lot, we look down. We all just like, fuck, like, you know what? All right, I got it. Like, when you think a lot, you always look down. You very rarely look up and think. Like, well, for me, I always look down and think. So when I heard Tupac, You Gotta Keep Your Head Up. Round and round and keep your head up. Boom. When I heard Keep Your Head Up, I was like, dang, like, I'm gonna keep my fucking head up. You feel me? And I started to keep my head up. And I'm like, yo, this fucking Tupac nigga, like, I hear everybody talk about this crazy ass nigga, like, you feel me? Like, yo, I wonder, like, if he got any more songs like this. Right? And I'm like, all right, cool. I started listening to other shit, like other Tupac shit. You feel me? I started listening to a lot of his other shit. And I started to backtrack. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh shit, his mom is a Black Panther. Oh shit. Like, oh shit, then I start watching all his interviews and shit, and I'm like, oh shit, this dude is fucking real. Right? That's why when people compare Tupac and Biggie, it is no comparison. We need to stop comparing them. It don't. There is no comparison between Tupac and Biggie Smalls. I don't listen to Biggie Smalls, never have and never will. I don't care about nothing Biggie Smalls has to say and never did. No disrespect to Biggie Smalls. No disrespect. But I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. Everything he raps about was cancer to my ears because I got onto this shit late. So once I start hearing about Big, I was already a Tupac fan and I was already a Nas fan. Remind you, I had to backtrack. I didn't hear these rappers in the beginning. I had to backtrack. So I was already a Tupac fan. I was already a Nas fan. I was already deep into Michael Jackson. I was already into the simple fact that I wanted to hear shit that was ready to feed my mind. When I got introduced to Biggie Smalls, I was already on a path to where I wanted to hear shit to feed my mind. So when I heard Biggie Smalls call this, when Biggie Smalls said this, I told myself, I'm going to listen to a Biggie Smalls song just to see what the hype is about. This nigga Biggie Smalls said, I'm black and ugly as ever. At that moment, I said, I never listen to this nigga ever again. The man called himself black and ugly as ever. What type of nigga hate himself? Nigga, you look like a god in my eyes. I seen like your image looks like a god, like a Buddha, like a black Buddha. What you mean you black and ugly as ever? What are you talking about? What do you mean you are black and ugly as ever? What type of nigga say something about himself like that? I automatically cut that shit off. I'm out of here. I don't want to hear nothing else you have to say. Nothing. Coochie down to the sock. Nigga, what are you talking about? I'm out of here, dog. I just couldn't, right? I couldn't listen to Big because I was already over the lost nigga music, right? I was already over lost nigga shit, right? I was already on like dashikis. I was already on growing. I was already on mentally uplifting as a person. So when I listened to Big lyrics, I just couldn't. Like I couldn't get with it because I understand the purpose of his lyricism. It continuously pumped the message that was destroying us. Right? So I couldn't listen to Big. I couldn't. Until this day, I still can't listen to Big. Yeah, he's a dope lyricist. He put words together nice. He rhymed cat with hat. Okay, that's all cool. But it was McDonald's food. There was nothing inside for me to actually obtain and elevate as a person. So I could never get with Big. Right? I just couldn't. I could never rock with Big because I couldn't like digest it. Like it just like it was one of those in one ear, out the other. I couldn't digest it. It was like no vegetable. It was no vitamins, no vegetables in Big's material. Right? Like literally, it was no vegetables. There were no vitamins. There was nothing healthy inside of Big's material. So I couldn't get with it because I was already on listening to healthy shit. Right? And from then, you feel me? Like I was already just on some other shit. So then as I grew musically, I just started to understand, like, I started to understand music served a purpose, right? Biggie is lyrical, substance zero. Lyrical ability to rhyme words and put words together, amazing, 199. Substance zero. Vitamins zero. Vegetables zero. The ability to help me levitate as a human being zero. The ability to make me grow as a human being, zero. Right? And I tell people we cannot compare Biggie Smalls and Pac. They are not the same. They don't come from the same background. They don't have the same purpose. Right? Pac, keep your head up. Brenda's got a baby. I wonder if heaven got to get, the list goes on of music that Pac was trying to make that would live on for eternity. Right? Forever. There's songs that you're going to play from Pac years from now that's like, yo, this song really got me motivated, right? Now you got to think, we're going through a consciousness change right now, right? I want you to understand this as a whole. Hold, let me sit up, and I want to tell y'all this. We are going through a conscious shift in our community. We got Black Panther movie out. We got all these black positive leaders. We got all these rappers now starting to wake up and understand. We're going through a consciousness shift as a whole. Right? Just in general, we're going through a consciousness shift as a whole. Once we go through that consciousness shift, and black people as a whole, age of Aquarius, dog. Once we go through that consciousness shift and black people as a whole are more into learning about things that want to uplift them and grow, and we start to realize the cancers, Biggie's entire career will be erased. I'm going to say this loud and clear. Once we as a people grow as a whole and understand what we feed our mind will help us elevate, Big's entire career will be erased. Because it's nothing. It's all McDonald's. There is no substance in there that will help you grow as a person. None. No disrespect to Big or Big's family or anyone in Big's corner. But what I am saying, the simple fact, we should not compare Tupac to Biggie Smalls because they are not in the same lane of what they were trying to give the world. If anything, we shouldn't even be comparing people in the first place. Why are we comparing people? I would say Tupac is more in the Nas era. We should say Tupac and Nas should be fighting for a specific title or conscious thing. Tupac and Nas. Biggie Smalls, Mace, and all of them niggas is just niggas that rapped about shit. They was just very clever at putting words together. The bitches love me. I'm pretty. Yada, yada, yada. Gucci socks. Fendi. Spent $3,000 on a jacket. Bought a Beamer. Whipped it around the corner. She's screaming. I seen her. I had dreams about her. Woke her up in the morning. She gave me head. Breakfast and eggs. In the bed. Dead. That's what I said. 2 cans. Going to Fruit Loops. Who you? I had the jacket look like Fruit Loops. Too true. True religion. I was never true to my religion. Man, shut the fuck up, dog.